the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 8, and it reads, "A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways." First and foremost, I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah HaKwadash. I want to give double honors to my apostles, my bishops, my elders, a great millstone. I want to give double honors to the high priest elders that taught those men. Salutations to you brothers that are presenting your bodies as a living sacrifice, pushing the gospel of the Lord, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, through the four corners of the earth, and to you, Akim, and Akwathian, to you I say Shalom. This brother Bon Malak out of Great Millstone Camp, Austin, coming at you with a quick lesson. And the reason I read the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 8, I'm going to read it again. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, because we're slowly and fastly approaching a time period. We're going to pull this video up real quick where these other camps, they're going to have to pivot. They're going to have to make a major pivot, because of the MOT to the B that's spoken of in the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. And we're just going to look up this quick short. And fair use, calling fair use, fair use. I'm not gaining any monetary gains on using this video, just using it for educational purposes only. Educational purposes only. And we're going to watch. And we're going to get the definitions of the Charagma, the Karaks, and we're going to close out this lesson. And again, these other camp leaders, they're going to have to make a pivot. They're going to have to change their mind thought, because they don't told you that the MOT to the B, it ain't no microchip. Some said ain't no microchip. Then they went to it's an embargo. Then they went sleeping with white women. Then they went to having a picture of Caesar Borgia. But we're gonna prove to you, Negro, Latinos, and Native American, the chip is what it is. It's a device the size of a grain of rice, and it's gonna be put into your right hand or your left hand or your forehead, so that you cannot buy or sell. So let's look at this video.
Shopping with just a wave of your hand. This RFID chip works just like a contactless card. It's implanted into your hand, and once it's there, you can pay for groceries, open doors, and even unlock your car. What if you could pay for your shopping with just a...
Again, that's a quick clip. Again, the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 8, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And all these other camps that are pushing that, again, that the MOT to the B, well, some say ain't no microchip. Then they went from, it's sleeping with white women. It went to embargo. Then it went to having a picture of Caesar Borgia. It's going to be a physical device that you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, and then really this is coming upon all the world, but more specifically, it's trying to separate you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans from your power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Let's get this. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 14 and verse 9, and it reads, "And if that prophet be deceived, when he have spoken a thing, I, the Lord Yahweh, have deceived that prophet, and I will stretch out my hands upon him, and will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel." And the Lord Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, he's coming to false prophets. They're going to get destroyed, because they have led you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans out of the way of truth. They have led you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans out of the way of truth. And we here at Great Millstone, we're coming, speaking the 100% of the Holy Scriptures, man. And we firmly believe, and we stand 10 toes down, that the MOT to the B is the microchip. And again, Ezekiel 14 and 9, "And if the prophet be deceived, when he have spoken a thing," and those prophets, those false prophets in the other camps, they have spoken a thing. It said, "I, the Lord Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, have deceived that prophet." So they've been deceived by the Lord Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai. They have been rejected. And let's look up this word, pivot. I use that word to say pivot. And, you have to spit out the meat. With these, these words, the etymon online, pivot can mean a lot of different things, man. So you have to go to what you're looking for. It's a York in 1398. It's a figurative sense, a turning point, that on which some matters hinge or depend, is recorded from 1813. And they're going to have a turning point on which a matter hinge. And we know that eventually all those false prophets are going to be coming in and telling their people, oh, now it is the microchip, it's the MOT to the B. So they're going to have to backtrack all those false narratives being a double-minded man, now they got to come and speak the truth of the Holy Scriptures. So they're not going to be able to tell, their camp members, their followers, that the MOT to the B is what? Is an embargo. They can't say it's having a picture of white Caesar Borgia. They're not going to be able to say it's sleeping with white women. They're going to have to say what it is. It is the physical MOT to the B, the microchip. So let's go back. I was going to read Ephesians, but we're going to go to the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 16. And it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. They're going to receive that mark in their right hand, and that mark is the Charagma. Let's look up this word. Let's look for this word mark. Strong's G5480.
Strong's G5480. Charagma. Charagma.
We're going to go down to the Strong's definition. What's that mark? It's going to make 2/3 of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans what? Y'all going to be what? A badge of servitude. That y'all going to what? Tell Esau Edom, the so-called self-professed white man on the planet Earth, who also is the physical counterpart to the spiritual demon Satan, saying that, hey, we agree, to allow you to reign and rule over us. That's exactly when y'all take that chip. Y'all agreeing that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, who is the physical counterpart to the spiritual demon Satan, saying that, hey, we agree to allow you to rule over us. Y'all no longer want the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai to be the ruler and the king over y'all. And it says a badge of servitude. It's a graven mark. Let's go. Matter of fact, let's look at the root word, and that the karox. The root word for that is that sharp point. Matter of fact, let's go back. Let's look up this video once again.
A wave of your hand. This RFID chip works just like a contactless card. It's implanted into your hand, and once it's there...
that needle? Let's go back.
What if you could pay for your shopping with just a wave of your hand? This RFID chip works just like a contactless card. It's implanted into your hand, and once it's there, you can...
That needle is to put that... Let's look at it again. You have to be repetitive with you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans.
What if you could pay for your shopping with just a wave of your hand? This RFID chip works just like a contactless card. It's implanted into your hand, and one...
Well, I can't catch it, but it's implanted in your hand with that karox. See, a sharp to the point. Matter of fact, let's go... and that grapho as well. See.
Strong's G1125. Grapho. Grapho.
Grapho, the Strong's definition, what? It's especially to write, to describe, to write, and all that information is going to be in that MOT to the B. All the information is going to be your health, your driver's license, everything that's going to be pertaining to you as an individual is going to be in that MOT to the B, man. It's going to be written in that data, in that microchip. So we're going to go out of this, go back to the book of Revelation while we in it. The book of Revelation, verse 13 and verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark of the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And we just went over the Charagma, the karox, and the grapho, man. So you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans get what? An understanding of what's taking place. Verse 18, it said, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast. For it's the number of a man, and his number is 666. So we're into that time period where what? Esau Edom has to speed up, his diabolical plan, to make you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans slave, to separate y'all from y'all power, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And there's a penalty that's going to take place when y'all pledge y'all allegiance to Esau Edom as being a ruler over y'all. Matter of fact, we're going to go one chapter over. Let's go one chapter over. The book of Revelation, chapter 14, and we're going to close it out here. We're going to start at verse 9. The book of Revelation, chapter 14 and verse 9. As you can see the heading, it said what? Doom for worshipers of the beast. Doom. That means death. The book of Revelation, chapter 14 and verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and the image and receive his mark, the Charagma, in his forehead or in his hand, verse 10, the same shall drink of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire from the thermonuclear destruction. And you're gonna receive what? You're gonna receive cancerous boils. Those who take it. But and the thermonuclear destruction that's gonna come, man. Again, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the Lamb is Yahweh Shah Mashiach, man. So you're going to be destroyed in the presence of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, all because y'all refuse to what? To heed to the 100% doctrine that great millstone teach. So we're going to close it out there. I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah HaKwadash. I want to give double honors to my apostles, my bishops, my elders, the great millstone. Double honors to the high priest elders that taught those men. Salutations to you brothers that are presenting your bodies as a living sacrifice, pushing the gospel of the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, through the four corners of the earth. And to you believers, the Akim and Akwathin, to you I say Shalom.